با گذشت چند ماه از پایان جنگ 12 روزه، هنوز سایه شکلگیری یک درگیری مجدد بین ایران و اسرائیل بر سر منطقه سنگینی می‌کند. نیتن براون، استاد روابط بین الملل دانشگاه جورج واشنگتن، اما معتقد است حمله دوباره اسرائیل به ایران چه از نظر داخلی و چه در روابط با آمریکا برای تل‌آویو هزینه ساز خواهد بود.
I think it's possible. It's hard for me to say. I think it's a choice for both countries' leaders, and I have a better sense of Israel than I do of Iran. In a sense, you could say Iran has an opportunity right now, in that for the first time, really in a generation, maybe even you could say since the revolution, more countries are worried about Israel as a primary security threat in the region than they're worried about Iran. And that's an opportunity to rebuild some diplomatic bridges. Whether this will be the approach, I don't know. And in Israel, I think there's still a contest. As I say, there's a far right that sees, the expression in English is when all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And everything looks like a nail, including Iran. So they have overwhelming military force. Let's use it again and again and again. And I think there are some signs that they are reaching their limits, or that there's beginning some countervailing forces. But again, that's something that's difficult to tell. So I think at this point, I would not rule out future military conflict, but I don't think it's inevitable. Well, what would the Israeli forces do? I don't know. Would they have domestic support for doing so? There's probably less of a sense of Iranian threat now. And they're also dealing with the Trump administration that it says, Iranian program was decimated, right? So in a sense, resuming the war would be in some ways repudiating Trump claims, whether they're true or false, doesn't matter for Trump. This is what he said. So I think there would be some real cost to it, both domestically and in terms of the relationship with the United States. But again, those are short-term considerations. Longer terms, would they move in that direction? I just don't know. Yes, very much so. Yes, I think so. Yeah.